Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for NICE's Facebook Live session. Today we have with us Abby Monaco, Senior Product Manager for NICE Nexidia. Hey, Abby, thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here.
Thank you.
For those of you that are just joining, we're just getting started, so you haven't missed anything. But before we do start, for those of you that are watching, please feel free to comment, ask questions, or leave any feedback. We're happy to answer your questions as we go along, and we'd love to hear from you. And if you like what you're seeing or what you're hearing, please go ahead and share it. We'd love to get the message out there and share the NICE Nexidia story. So, Abby, welcome to New Jersey. I know you're up from Atlanta this week, so it's nice to have you here in the New York metro area. So we're going to be talking a little bit about NICE Nexidia, Customer Engagement Analytics today. We had a chance to sit down with Larry from your team about 2 months ago or so and learn a little bit about Larry and what you guys have got going on. So give us the update. What's changed since we talked with you last?
Well, we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. We're all collaborating pretty hard right now with the redefining of what customer engagement analytics means today.
What do you mean by redefining customer engagement analytics?
Well, we have our own unique view. What is customer engagement analytics? We now are working with a larger team, and we have more to offer. And what we like to say is that we are offering the most comprehensive set of analytics available today. So if I can get into it a little bit, a good way to start this is to sort of take a little bit of a look back. So Nexidia Analytics is very much a contact center analytics type of a platform, for lack of better words. So with Nexidia Analytics, the focus is on interactions and communication channels more than just voice. The year 2017 was very much about omni-channel and pulling in the voice, the text, the email, the chat. Let's bring those channels into the contact center, number one. Bring it into the analytics program, number two. Why? Not just because those channels are available, but because our customers want to use them. So it's very much about the customer experience as much as it is about actually being able to analyze all of it.
Right, and I mean, we were talking a little bit earlier, and you were kind of educating me on kind of this transition. 5 years ago, maybe even less than that, maybe 2 years ago, it was all about understanding kind of the customer journey, but it was through one path. So maybe it was taking the customer that called into a contact center, or a call center, I should say, capturing that interaction, converting that to text, analyzing that data, and making recommendations based on that experience. But what has transformed with the digital era is now there are multiple channels, whether it be web, whether it be a retail experience, whether it be social chat, etc. And now this has become about how you take those multiple touch points and pull those together to understand the journey. Is that fair?
Absolutely. So if you look at where I started, I was looking a little bit back at the contact center and the omni-channel analytics. But now what's happening is we're seeing that this wonderful wealth of insights that you can get in the contact center are starting to actually point outward. And so the insights tend to start pointing into, well, somebody might be complaining about the IVR system, the integrated voice response. Now, don't we all hate that? We all hate our IVR. And so the purpose of IVR optimization, which is part of our new solution, is to look at those micro journeys, is kind of the way we like to think of it, and optimize the customer's experience within the IVR. You don't want to be making your customer angry before they ever get to the contact center. So that's a second layer that we now offer that not only brings a lot of cost reduction to the actual contact centers, but it brings improved customer experience. And so what this begins to do is if you think about your interaction analytics program and your IVR optimization program, they're kind of looking at one another. They're pointing to problems in each area, and they're providing ways to solve them. But with customer engagement analytics, it begins to expand outward. So what you have is you've gotten this set of insights running. Well, what about all of the people who never contact the contact center? What about the people who are on the web or in the mobile app? And what is happening with them? Well, the first thing that we can offer is this digital containment. And digital containment is very much, I would say, very much like IVR optimization. So let's say you've got a traffic pattern in the digital sphere, in the web, in the mobile app, and you can find issues there and optimize the customer's experience without ever needing to have them contact the contact center, which is kind of a big part of the goal. Just as much as giving a person a very good experience in the contact center, we also want to give all those other people who tend to not ever go to the contact center a good experience.
So, Abby, can you we were talking a little bit about contact center, and one of the things that we had discussed this morning is this transition, and I kind of asked you about call center versus contact center. Can you talk a little bit about that transition from call center to contact center?
Sure. It's kind of a historical thing. The only channel available to anybody who is a customer trying to contact a business was phone. So voice analytics was the birthplace of analytics today. And then as, we're thinking late 90s-ish is when email starts coming around, mobile phones start coming around, chat, text, these things start to come around, and contact centers are making them available to customers so that they can use them. That is where we're seeing that movement from call center to contact center. And then nowadays, we're looking at upwards of 10 and 12 different interaction channels that can be communicated across from customer to business. So that's where we're starting to call it an interaction center.
Gotcha.
Well, now we're talking, okay, big picture. We're talking every set of traffic that has to do with the contact center, around it, inside it, outside of it. This is customer engagement analytics. And I had a point there and I forgot it. I was right on it. It was really cool.
Is this the intersection of the cloud?
No. What I was saying, I was waving my hands. This is what I was thinking.
Okay.
We have this whole world of customer engagement analytics going on, and what's happening is the contact center that has become the interaction center really is now the customer experience center.
Gotcha.
So we're seeing this evolution upon evolution upon evolution.
So then let's do pivot to the cloud. Let's talk about the benefits of the experience center and the benefits of the cloud brings to that capability.
Okay, that's an interesting pivot. So over the years at Nexidia, nice Nexidia, as we've been developing these solutions, two things have become very clear. One is analytics in any form is difficult. And not only does it have a difficulty with maybe a lack of expertise, it also has a little bit of a difficulty with the actual architecture involved to make it happen. And so in the old days, everybody would say, well, we've got to have an on-premise installation because we've got security issues. There is no other option. Cloud comes around, no one really trusts it. Well, things have evolved there as well. And we have been trying to provide cloud solutions as a service because think of what we're offloading off of our customers. We're creating this huge departure. To me, it's a breath of fresh air. It's let us just take your data into the cloud. We're secure. We went off and got ourselves certified in PCI and high trust, and we can handle data, HIPAA laws, things that are so stringent. We're secure enough to handle that in the cloud, and so we offer it as a service to help our customers alongside our managed analytics services. So our managed analytics services are sort of, the cloud is a wonderful way to get there. The managed analytics services also provides the expertise that is the other side of things that the customer might be having a stretch for us. We really want this, but we're not quite sure how. We also offer managed analytics services.
So, we've talked a little bit about kind of size of business, enterprises, small businesses, medium businesses, those that are already have already started their own journey, if you will, when it comes to analytics. you hear analytics, you hear managed analytics, you hear data, and a lot of folks think this is a big step. Do we, with Nexidia Analytics, require everyone to take the entire package from end to end? You must sign up for everything day one.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what's so nice about this is, we're talking about this as this comprehensive solution. Well, it's not a comprehensive solution that we're going to just dump in people's laps. We encourage, start small, start with the IVR optimization, for example. If you have an IVR, get real good at that, and then build, and slowly and carefully, and make sure you're getting that ROI. That's another thing, as we encourage, start with the IVR optimization or the interaction analytics portion, because you can get fast time to insight, and then you can also get fast ROI, and you can prove not only to yourselves but to your other pieces of your organization that this is really actually working.
Then, I hear you talk a lot about effortless customer experience. How does that intersect with how we kind of deliver services to our customers? You were talking before about how important it is for our customers to be able to deliver effortless customer experience. But then that's something very important to our own team when it comes to our customer base.
Yes, that's a very interesting look at it. So with things like customer journey optimization, IVR optimization, what we're trying to do is reduce the customer's effort. Why are we doing that? Well, not only is it saving companies a lot of money, it's making the customer experience better. The easier something is for a customer to achieve, then the better it is for everybody, right? So yes, we've very much internalized that, and I think that that's really what this cloud and this managed analytics services is about, is that we have internalized the fact that we want our customers to be successful. We're not out there just selling a one and done program. We're selling a living and breathing program that moves on and on and on, that evolves, that changes, and that's what we are here for. We're here for that scalability. We're here for, hey, start today, where are you going to be tomorrow? We want to be along that journey. And that's what managed analytics services and secure cloud offerings do, is they allow us to live and breathe with companies as they need us. As a company becomes more and more mature and more robust in what they're doing, maybe they don't need our managed analytics services anymore, and they say goodbye. Fantastic. What a great thing.
So, Abby, folks want to hear more about Nexidia. How do they do that? How do they get in touch? What's the next steps for folks to learn more?
We would love to invite you to go to www.nice.com/analytics. Check it out. It's a brand new little mini site, and we've got some great new resources on there. And there will be more and more as time goes on.
Awesome. So, Abby, thanks for your time. It's always really insightful to sit down and learn more about our own business and share that kind of story with those listening on Facebook Live. So, appreciate your time, and thanks everybody for listening in.
It's been a pleasure.